Want to see someone systematically disprove everything you have read about trading stocks and expose how and why you will consistently lose money if you aren't doing it right? Click the link in the description to check it out for yourself. But now for today's video.
The question, how do you screen stocks for intraday or positional trading? Answer by Abhi G. Paul. Success in anything, especially trading, has a lot to do with consistency rather than a small stretch of profits followed by big losses, low confidence, and finally a bitter feeling towards the market. After learning various different techniques of stock screening using technical analysis since 2004, I've realized that in trading simplicity is the best strategy. Add to this realization, we all need our own edge to be consistent in trading, or for that matter anything that we do in life. That's why majority of us land up being average. Now to screen the market for my next trade, irrespective of it being an intraday or positional, I look for high probability setup. By high probability I mean a certain alignment of price and its indicators which raises the possibility of a swing move, either up or down. Few aspects which I keep a close watch while spotting these high probability setups are trend, momentum, volatility, volume, and sentiment. Definitely all will not match all the time, but even if I have a confluence between trend, momentum and volatility, I'm good to go for a trade. In stock market, I believe that one needs to walk his talk, or else you'll be a good teacher and write good books but not be a good trader. So I've decided to keep all my stock recommendations open, transparent. Live in a Google Sheet for others to share their comments and feedback. Feel free to take a look. Greater than alpha. That's performance. Answer by Abhi Shekhar. For the following 20-60 minutes trade, here is the checklist. I usually check all these 9 parameters before entering a trade. Volumes in the stock. Open interest in the stock and a long/short buildup. Any associated news? If yes, mostly I avoid since I don't wish to gamble against an insider who has more information than me. A spike due to TV recommendation would persuade me to avoid such trade for that moment as it can be a trap laid down by blue channel analysts. If after waiting 2, I see technical breakout, I may enter or I may even take a reverse trade based on analysis. Support and resistance breakouts. Check if the trade is following a pattern and listen to the voice of candlesticks. See if there's a bulk or a block deal which happened in the script. This is usually a sign of big money, can be influx or distribution. How much I can afford to lose on a script. Even before assuming the amount of gain I can make, I look for the amount of loss I can absorb. This gives a free hand for future trades. Finally, is market trending or range bound? Usually traders need a trending market. I hope this helps. AK Trade Guru, Abhi Shekhar blog. Answer by Anupam Thakur. Positional trading. I screen stocks on weekly chart for positional trading. I trade on price action, so I try to spot support and resistance for possible entry and exit points in trade. After identifying support and resistance, I use few indicators as my secondary tools to identify entry and exit points in trade. This is very simple and effective screening setup. Let's take an example of Castrol India. In above weekly chart you can see price zone around 362 has acted as strong support zone 4 times since February 17th. See black arrow in above image. Weekly candle of 10th October was taking support from above mentioned price zone. It was a good possibility for trend to take a U-turn and gain high. On basis of above analysis I entered the trade and grabbed a good profit of 3.91%. Analysis behind my exit in trade. In above one-day chart you can see trend fell down 4 times after clashing with 50-day moving average. See red arrow in above image. So according to historical behavior it is possible to fall down one more time. See in red circle in above image. There is a proverb in trading, when in doubt, just get out. That's why I closed the trade. There are 50-50 chances of breakout. Day trade. I usually do swing trading, but in more than 40% of my trade I achieve my target in same day. So you can take example from my trade. I've some screening criterion, which are useful in day trading too. Trade with trend. Trade setup must have potential in daily and weekly chart. For example, if daily chart is in downtrend or trend is situated near strong resistance, it is not a wise decision to place long order. In smaller time frame, bullish reversals are seen in regular interval and smaller time frame. These bullish reversals can draw your attention. These may give you a false signal. Trade with price action. You must spot strong support or resistance zone in bigger time frame. Suppose you trade in 5-minute time frame, but you should spot strong support and resistance on 30 meters, 1 hour chart. Have a look at related sector before placing order. Sometimes a particular sector goes against whole market. For example, on 21st September Nifty was in sideways zone, consolidation. 19%, all other sectors were struggling, but pharma sector went high, like a rocket, plus 3.33% C. So if you've shortlisted a company, look at related sector before placing order. On 21st September market was going sideways, but pharma sector was dominating the market. So following above rules, I traded in pharma sector and grabbed good profit in Cipla, 2.08%, Devilab, 1.43%. See, let's take example of Cipla. In above weekly chart, I identified strong resistance zone, 591 to 609. See blue arrows in image. You can see trend has almost breached 50 days moving average. So this is potential to gain hike. See my first point above trade with trend. I did a cross check in daily chart for above factors. See, in daily chart also price has breached 50-day moving average, so daily and weekly chart were showing green signal. Now I had to spot a good entry point, so I went to 10-minute time frame. You can see an above chart, price zone around 575 acted as a good support. Price took support from this zone and started rising, so I placed my order. See blue arrow in image. This step was based on price action. See second point at start of my answer. I set my target price around 590, which was previous high and a possible resistance. At 12:43 I achieved my target price.